Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kyonin Legacies. I am your host, Wuten, and we've been having fun with some soundboard shenanigans here. Anyway, below me is... Kanari being played by Cygnus.
That's still me.
We have Anri being played by Solar.
Hello.
We have Sorren being played by Chaotic.
As always.
We have Kai being played by Kai.
Actually, I'm Cygnus.
Oh.
Well.
And we have Hinoka being played by Ebony.
Ah.
And over on the right-hand side, we have our benevolent DM of the evening, GutiuSerenade.
But it's not the evening.
It's the afternoon.
It's the evening for the Brits.
Yeah,
so
it's evening
close
for
enough.
the British folk.
It's evening somewhere in the world.
And I have a surprisingly large European fan base. I realized looking at my analytics the other day.
Hey, why not?
Like, there's a lot of
to bring in the viewers.
There's a lot of people watching from like Germany and Poland.
European on my boot.
Hey.
Wait a sec.
Wait. Wait a minute.
Where am I peeing?
European.
Wherever you want, you're done.
You're right. The world is my toilet.
Hey.
Piss on it.
Piss on it.
The plan.
You peed on it. You peed on it, didn't you, you little piece
Little
baby?
little pee piss boy.
No, I didn't do it.
R/vexillology.
God.
You have the voice almost perfect.
But it's actually
God damn it.
So, Goody, would you like to run through a little recap from last session?
Oh,
Last time on Kyonin Legacies, the party intercepted a camp of snake-like creatures of ogreish proportions called the Najikai, which appear to be a sort of oni creature of sorts, but monstrous and ogreish in their own reptilian way.
Ooh.
It appears that they have caged up and enslaved some of Kai's Red Oni people, and the party took it upon themselves to raid their camp and release them. We had to pause mid-combat last time, but today we return to something else first.
Oh, but I was murdering things.
Ah.
Moide.
Where a meeting has begun taking place. Our neighbor kingdom of Placiafram has maintained a peaceful relationship with Narr'tor for decades. From fall of Morgala and during the Orc Wars, they remained as staunch allies. Their king and I got along quite well, though he did have an air about him with an "I don't trust you" insinuation. But I digress. Ever since the passing of good King Roswald, the power vacuum has left the nation in a state of chaos. Alvo Roswald was not of royal blood, you see, and his claim to the throne was unprecedented throughout history. And now, with his passing, tragic as it has been for all of us, many noble houses are staking claim to the throne, despite the fact he was father to many heirs. One noble in particular, go and show the man who's talking right now.
Yeah.
One noble in particular is a young lord with similar proof of heroism, and his ambition is rivaled only by his aggression. As you may surmise, he has gained ample support, though the kingdom's bureaucracy is the sole contingent stagnating his ascent for now. In Placiofrom's current state, trade has become drastically more difficult, and Narr'tor is preparing for a potential civil war to erupt in our neighboring nation. We have decided that we will hold a article of no compliance towards any altercations involving Narr'tor. It was not an answer they were particularly pleased with. The northern realms have felt the shockwaves of these events, and Narr'tor has begun feeling tremors, and I fear we are next. As monarch of Narr'tor, I must take action. To which the princess chimes in, "And who better for you to come before than your very homeland, my lord? You have my condolences." "I thank you. It is for these reasons I come before you today, your radiance, to propose enacting the Treaty of Corlin, proposed by an ambassador of the same name, Champion Zane Corlin's son. It was drafted some odd years ago, and I believe the time has come to enact it. You would display the Viren-Narr'torian alliance as a show of strength to the world." A marvelous proposal, Lord Pernemia. Given the importance of this matter, might I have time to discuss this with my father? I understand the king is away on personal matters, yes. It pains me to suggest otherwise, your radiance, but time is currently of the essence in this matter. I'm not much longer here before I need return to my own national matters. And then... Can I find it?
Yeah.
My lady, it is unfortunate that such a grave matter appears before us now, but you are the current initiator to the will of the crown. I'm afraid the burden of this decision falls to you. Not only does Placiofrom grow restless by the day, your radiance, but the treaty statute expires near the end of the season before returning to the Senate. If we are to act, the time is now. It is imperative we display a show of strength on the world stage. It's about sending a message by striking Placiofrom's current weak point, their economy. I see. Well, Narr'tor has proven themselves an ally to us as well, and we have held them in high regard with the lessons of Morgala's downfall. I propose we take a short recess, and Julian, if you would kindly retrieve this treaty's paperwork, we shall reconvene in an hour and see to its end. To which the group disperses, and we return to our gallant heroes.
Yes.
Ha ha ha.
And I do believe that the first point of order for this fight was a fortitude save.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 8 days. I can't remember who it was on, though.
It was the.
I believe it was on the
this
boy
big
up
guy
here.
Okay.
You were trying to hit Mr. what seemed like he might be like an anti-paladin, Skolas servant, something.
That is correct.
Yeah.
He has taken to the sky by means of magic. 24.
I also have absolutely no idea what the 8 on me stands for, so I'm assuming I had some spell cast on me for a minute.
So 24, yes, he passes, and I believe Sorren, there was a field of
Oh.
or something.
Yeah, it's the one up there, the +2 deflection AC, resistance on saves, and everybody had that on them, I think.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
And I'm just keeping track of it on mine, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a success. So I believe it does not go off then. Do you have any...
It would have still dealt damage if she succeeded on the touch attack.
And I believe she did.
Yes.
So,
Damage.
need to find that number again. Give me 1 second here.
I'm happy to see that Booty is alive and kicking, by the way.
Woo!
Yeah, he's on his years at this point, but 15 damage. All right, he is on his years, but he is still kicking ass and defending.
Beautiful.
He's been a wonderful attendant.
Kicking gum, chewing ass.
Me too.
And I'm all out of
Oh,
ass.
MS.
All right, so 15 points of damage.
Typeless, not subject to damage resistance, if that is helpful.
All right. And Cygnus, I think you're a little bit quiet. I don't know if it's just me.
You're a little bit quiet.
I can hear him, but I also have him turned up to 200%.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I guess we're swinging back to that side of the pendulum this week.
Oh, you're better now.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I believe this brings us to Hinoka.
Yes. And let's see, where am I? Oh, there I am. I'm small.
It's big field.
Yes. Well, I'm not small, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Gonna move here. And am I within range? Probably some mid-range, right?
What are you trying to do?
Fireball.
The only thing I can do.
Fireball's like 100 feet plus 10 feet.
They
per
got-
level.
It's a long range. I have 760 feet.
Hey.
Yeah, you can reach whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
Just
baby.
remember- I do believe he's up in the air, so I'm not sure how high up he is. So it might not affect. And in fact, this guy's up on a cliffside too, so I don't know how high they are compared.
So,
How high is this? Yeah.
How
all
high
right, so
are they?
Fireball's 40-foot radius, right?
It's a 20
Uh,
foot radius.
20-foot radius.
So 40 foot diameter.
Yeah, 40-foot diameter.
All right. So I will say, if you were to put it on like the base, like kind of like the little ledge side here, it probably would be able to hit all three of them.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm gonna Yoshikage Kira angle my my point of explosion, and I'm gonna do explosion.
Explosion.
And
Explosion.
it is cast as a 10th level spell because
Yes.
I am
You got a new coat.
I
Yeah.
have my coat and I have my spell specialization evocation.
Mm-hmm.
You got your
Good
robes
choices.
of Flavor Town.
When you're
I need to
focusing on
roll-
evocation like that, it's very important to have your specialization.
Where did the gnome come from?
Oh God, put it away.
He just pops out of the box sometimes.
Merrick, away!
I just appears and I just toss him.
We
with
have a little
fireball.
did you know box at the bottom of the campaign at all times.
Oh,
Merrick's our little tutorial gnome.
There you go.
we have like a little
He would be,
clippy
though.
Merrick.
He would be though. He'd
just goes-
happily do that.
He'd probably make some of those, yeah.
All right, roll that damage, Ebony.
I need to roll spell resistance, right?
Yes.
Is the 20 plus my level, right?
Yes, with the thing with the coat factor into that.
Yes,
as well?
it would.
Okay.
It would.
All right, yeah, go ahead and roll.
And it's against
No.
the specific person with spell resistance. I don't think that it. I think it's individual, not for. I don't think it dispels the spell. I'm
So
dumb.
it will bypass one spell resistance.
I'm gonna go with the leader, probably.
Well, you don't really pick that. Well, actually,
Okay.
no.
It depends on which ones you rolled for and what order.
Yeah,
You should
well,
have stated before you did
if-
it, but you know.
fair. If I didn't pick, I was thinking it's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Roll
So
that 10d6
alligator board.
plus whatever you got. Dragon bloodline.
10d6 plus 20.
Oh, dragon and orc bloodline. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Burn!
And what is the DC for this?
It is a DC. I have it on my sheet. So base it's 18, so it should be 19, 20, 21.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Ooh. All right.
Reflex save.
He will sadly make it.
Half damage.
Okay.
31
that
fire
still-
damage.
That still did a lot, and it turned off his regen.
Hell yeah.
That's
Because
right.
these
The
guys are
fire
like
to turn off the
trolls.
region.
Yeah.
They're like trolls in that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Got anything else for your turn then?
I cannot move anymore, right?
No, you already moved 15.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I am good though.
Okay. Ty is low on juice, so she is
Oh
going
God,
to
get her some apple then.
come forward and then use her standard as a
Lovely.
move action to direct this guy over here.
Hell yeah.
Now he has to make a reflex save.
Oh yeah, she's got the little rolling ball of fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah.
And he will take 17 points of fire damage.
Damn, his
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Turn off that regen.
And he is very bloodied at this point. And scorched, for that matter. Alright, Kai.
Boof. Charge.
She's like, okay, Kai. I mean, charge.
Okay.
You gotta use the head, Kai.
But I don't want to use my
Something
head.
just died outside my window.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Nah, just
Did
saw there was a big truck going over the speed bump out my window,
Oh, Jesus.
and it just made a big old clang. Okay, that would be a 1d20 plus. And then that'd be plus 4 plus.
+2 from charging. Hey,
Oh, right, I didn't add that 30, so actually
Damn it.
37.
37.
That's a hit.
Hey.
Okay. I still gotta ask.
Mm-hmm.
1d8.
You never know.
Kai, have you
No.
considered getting improved and greater trip?
I have improved.
Okay. I would suggest getting greater trip, because then you whenever you successfully trip an opponent, that also provokes an attack of opportunity
From everyone.
from everyone, including you.
I see.
Yes.
I will invest in that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're not going to need to roll trip, because he trips himself, he's dead.
He trips
Nice.
over his own death.
Nice.
I heard he was bloodied, so I decided to make it die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's... Wait, hold on. Do I have... Hold on. I could have technically applied my sneak there. No, I moved that to later. I thought, did I have spring attack? No, I do not. I could have also added my sneak attack, because I do have skirmishing attack.
Sneakers attack.
I forgot about that one. I haven't been adding that to a lot of my charges. Oops.
Actually, Kai does have sneakers attack because he's not himself when he's hungry.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
Yes, that is my turn, because I do not think I have spring attack.
Okay. It is this one's turn. It's going to come over this way. And then... Boom.
big boy. Even bigger boy.
Big boy.
Okay. His turn. Let's see how we do.
Let's see him. The smoky boy.
Smoke him.
Smoke him, boy.
We're gonna smoke them before we cook them.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Rattle 'em, boys.
Boys.
Where is that from?
The skeleton
Someone
war.
post
Yeah,
it.
the skeleton wars.
Are you ready for the skeleton war?
My skeleton's a sleeper agent inside my meat suit.
Nice.
Right. Big hurt. He's just trying to beat down this current much larger threat. Shizuki.
All right. So, let's see here. Am I able to charge past this rock?
Yes. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah.
That
Rattling him in my own way, boys. Charge. Power attack.
Furious focus.
I cannot Furious Focus because it is not a two-handed weapon. However,
This will provoke, though, real quick.
yes.
27.
27 with deflection AC does not make it.
Okay, so
Wow.
his spiked chain lashes to you, but some sort of strange force offers this protection.
Thank you, Ty. All right, so that's going to be a charge. So that is 13 minus 3 plus 2 from charge. And I believe that's everything. 15, 24, and 21.
okay.
Okay. The 24 will hit.
All right, so that's going to be D8 plus 14. Skibidi bump!
All right.
21 damage.
Still hurts him a good amount.
Yeah. And just for good measure, I'm going to exploit weakness for defense. Here. 25. Is he CR 15 or higher?
That will pass.
Excellent. So I will get plus 4 dodge AC. And reflex save against this guy.
All right. Cool. Which is good, because he's about to full round attack you.
Good.
Good
Wait.
luck.
There's an 18, and then a 22.
You fool. Even with the deflection AC I get, it still would miss.
All right. This, and then this one. Ooh. All right. Let's see here. All right, Sorren, this one's going to come over here with a longbow and take a shot at you. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I can
can.
hear you.
Okay. I just heard total silence for a second.
I was muted.
Oh, I was waiting for Sorren to say something.
That's totally fair. I forgot I was muted. I was taking a bite of my sandwich. I'm sorry.
Does a 26
Is it-
hit?
Yes, a 26 will hit, even with the +2 from deflection.
Okay. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle.
We are on Reddit.
I'm going to assume that I was at full health.
I think
I've
you.
taken any.
I think you were untouched so far. Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't have any other things to keep track of other than health on Sorren, I don't think. So.
Yep.
So that is 10 points of damage as a large arrow comes soaring at you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking
Ha
die.
ha ha.
So Chaos just like, what's the worst debuff I can give this motherfucker right now? All right, and that's those two, and then these up here. Oh, oh, poor Wolfie. Poor Wolfie.
Oh. Aru.
Oh.
Okay. And that is them.
Ooh.
All right, Anri.
I'm wondering if it would be a good idea to delay until after the big guy's turn to see if he comes closer.
Might depend on what you do, because I actually have something I'm going to try to do. It was going to hopefully maybe distract him and some allies of his for a round, maybe.
Oh, right. If you're going to do something, if you've got it handled, then go ahead.
It's not handled, but I was going to try to create a silent image of a ranger or something like that, like trying to position themselves to shoot arrows somewhere, make them think there's another person.
Okay, if you're going to do that, that's fair. Okay.
Based.
Alright, in that case.
But
yeah.
is he red-pilled?
Oh my god.
Depends.
Oh, just move up there.
I was going to say, you probably don't want to be in his reach, so...
Hello.
Yeah.
And then we will take a shot at him.
Take those pot shot.
Click,
We're going to shoot him.
boom!
We're going to shoot him.
Which one are you shooting?
I'm shooting
one-
the one in front of me, the one
Okay.
fighting she. Ba-ba-ba.
Welcome
The
back.
correct answer is all of them. Gets out flamethrower.
14. Okay, so that's without deadly. That's without rapid shot. Okay. Pew! Does that hit touch AC?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. I can't do it today either. There you go, 15 damage.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Sorren.
So, I'm looking around here and trying to find what looks like a good spot that Sorren would be able to see to create the illusion of a creature. What looks like a good spot? I would want to say they're coming over this ledge, but he can't see, so... Because I'm pretty sure these cliffs are pretty tall, so...
Yeah, you would... Yeah, there's no way you'll see that far up.
I could create them as if they're over here. Or, yeah, we're over here. I want them to be close enough that it ends up being a target that they would be interested in trying to aim at.
Okay.
Because if they're back here, then we're in front of that, so they'd be like, oh, we'll just go for them first, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Maybe like
you know
up
what you could do?
here-ish. That way it's on like the same-ish level as this guy
They
over
are.
here.
Did you have something to add, Cygnus? I heard you saying something.
Yeah, if this idea doesn't work out, you could also try up here and give them something to shoot at that's not me. Make them think that's the source of the spells that are coming out from behind this rock.
Oh yeah, you guys over here as well. If I had someone that was kind of an obvious target right here,
Mhm.
that could work.
It could help Hinoka and Kanari while also helping us by pulling away their fire from down here.
Okay, so as a standard action, Sorren's going to begin chanting as he begins to cast Silent Image. He's going to create the image of an elven ranger atop this plinth that is climbing up over it and getting ready to start aiming a longbow at this fella.
All right.
I don't know if any of them have spellcraft to try to check my spell, and if they do, they take perception penalties at the distances we're at to even notice what I'm doing, so...
Let me just do this. There we go.
Hey.
Wait, there is now a silent image of an elf there that is trying to take aim at the big guy over here.
Legolas,
Okay.
what are you doing here?
All right.
Quick, they're taking the hobbits to Isengard!
I'm going to say that these two are a little too distracted right now. Well, no, this one took aim at you, so I'll have him see if he can do it.
It comes down to what they think is most dangerous, but now there's an elf here getting ready to shoot them as well, or looks like it, so... And I have to concentrate on that for the moment, and then it will last... I believe it's... I think its duration is just concentration, but I also have my extended illusion, so when I stop focusing on it, it'll disappear after a round.
Okay. How
So-
obvious is it that you are casting a spell, though?
Well, it's obvious that I'm casting a spell, but unless you
Okay.
use spellcraft, you don't know what I'm casting. So-
Right. Okay. That's the main thing that I'd say this guy's focusing on. So, okay. It is the big guy's turn.
Well, I still have my movement, so
You
I'm
still have your
going
movement.
to...
Never the fuck mind.
Nope, you're good. I'm just trying to think where I should go, because I still have my move action, so... I could
Well, if
clamber
you're-
up the rocks, but...
I was just gonna suggest pop down here to be flush against the wall to help avoid ranged attacks.
That guy might not be able to see me as well down the cliff, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, break line of sight, yeah.
Oh, 30 feet, so I'll hop over here.
Okay.
And that is another round off of our...
Protection from
God
evil.
damn it. Yes. There we go.
All right.
That is my turn.
All right. It is now the big guy's turn. It's assessing things down below, but then it assesses what's going on the cliffside. He's not sure what to make of this hand. He sees that there is an archer, but he's also able to tell that the most damage is over here.
Uh-oh.
Hinoka!
It's pretty obvious
Oh, no.
where the fireballs are coming from. So.
With a draconic hissing roar, charges.
They are rather large.
You have now entered the range of my effective stand.
You know what? I could say the same about him.
Oh no.
So this is a charge, and he's going to declare this a vital strike.
Ooh, he can do that. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna strike your bile.
Oh no!
Ah!
Oh,
Luckily, Final Strike doesn't add on to... Doesn't get crit added to it, but...
It still does
Don't ask.
multiply the
Don't
base
ask.
damage.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
Very well.
Don't ask. Don't you fucking dare.
Okay.
So only the base damage gets multiplied, Goody, not the vital strike damage.
Yes.
Mm.
I understand.
If it was 5e rules, though, it probably would be very nasty.
Ebony, whatever is about to happen.
It's okay. I know it. I know it's. I know it's not scripted.
47.
Ouch.
Okay, so...
Oh, God.
Okay, so... okay, so what is 51 minus 9?
42.
42.
42.
So you're at -5.
Yes.
Hinoka is bleeding and down.
Also, I mean, I hope it just don't fall off the fucking cliff.
Maybe you could just get knocked backwards, you know, where you're at.
And let's see, Vital Strike, he charged.
I was going
That's a
to
full
create pit.
Let's see here.
Oh, wait.
I'm checking to see if he had any swift actions real quick.
I was also going to say, you cannot Vital Strike on a charge.
Unless he has a feat that
You
lets him
not?
do it.
There's a specific divine fighting technique feat that grants that.
Does he have that?
Well, he did say he was an anti-paladin. Or something.
Mm.
Fair, yeah.
He might well have it, but I don't know. I assumed he did.
But on the off chance he doesn't,
True.
that's 3d6 damage off of that 47.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do
Give
something.
me a hug.
I'm going to do something interesting.
Aye.
No.
Instead of a 3d6 from a Vital Strike, I'm invoking something else I gave this guy.
Ooh.
Assault?
So,
Smite good, you take an extra 30 damage.
so Ebony,
Uh-huh.
please make me a Fortitude save.
Oh no. It is... Oh no, I forgot all of Hinoka saves are bad.
Oh.
No.
What did you roll when making this character?
So, she has really good stats, except wisdom, but her class gives her penalties. Oh.
Okay,
Good
so
luck.
you will still take that 47 damage, but that extra 3d6 I am declaring not from Vital Strike, but from an imbued touch of corruption. And congratulations, you now are suffering from blinding sickness.
I mean, I am already dying sickness, but so...
Uh-huh. But that doesn't go away when you wake up, homeboy.
Oh boy.
Well,
Damn.
good job, Wooten. You made it work.
If you wake up.
If. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Right. And that will be his turn.
Aye.
It is this one's turn. 5 foot to help. And then...
And unfortunately, Kanari's on a level down, so it's probably hard to see.
You're just on the cliff side, if you really think
I'm
of the way that it looks.
pretty sure she
I will-
saw.
Kanari probably saw this because this guy is making a display of punishing his enemies.
Yeah, I assume that this is the higher level, right?
Yep.
So then it goes down here. So you're on the edge of the higher cliff side up here. It's
Yeah.
not that hard to notice it. So
Okay.
He's doing
So,
everything to
honestly,
show.
you could probably see about there-ish. So
Mhm. But all right, that concludes her turn, and we get back to Kanari.
Okay, I cast Vanish.
Banish?
Vanish.
Oh.
invisible.
Yes.
Okay. And Ninja.
And I will take my spectral hand and this 30 feet of movement. Yeah, right where I thought it was. And up there.
All
That
right.
is my turn.
All right. All right, Hinoka.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is time for a fortitude save, yes?
Oh.
Ah.
All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna need a refresher for what this means.
So it just means she loses 1 hit point, and if her negative reaches her total Constitution score, then she dies.
So the 15. She has until negative 15, unless she has feats for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once again, each turn, I think it is. I'll look it up, but each turn she can make a fortitude save to stop.
A DC
bleeding.
10 Constitution check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and
yeah,
isn't it
so
like,
it's-
I think it's minus the amount of hit points you've lost? So the negative hit points.
The character takes a penalty on this equal to their negative hit point total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So
That's
it's
to become
actually
stable.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you have a +2 at -5. You're at -3 on your roll. So
Mm-hmm.
okay.
so now you'll be at
you've got-
-4.
And you've got to make a DC 10, right?
Yep. DC 10 to stabilize and stop dying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Until
Right.
you're healed, at least.
Yes, which is coming. I just need to make sure I'm not immediately targeted next.
Yeah.
Entirely valid.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ty's turn. Still kind of out of juice. She's gonna scurry over here and try and stay out of that guy's line of sight.
Good on her.
She's more of a support in this fight anyway.
Oh yeah.
Kai.
Move.
Oof.
Okay. Anri's in my way.
What's her move speed?
I believe it's 40. I could have to go the
That's 40 feet
if
right
I
there.
make
Oh yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you
Oh,
can
that's
move through
true.
allies.
that's true.
Yeah, you can
I
move
will
through
move up.
allies. You just can't charge.
So it'll just be a move.
And yeah. I bite.
Oh my god.
And so you do.
Understood.
Chomp.
No.
And I get my sneak attack damage because I moved more than 10 feet, which would be a 2d6. 42 damage.
That is exactly the amount he had left. I'm not
Okay,
even
so I don't need to make a trip check.
Nice.
I'm just the next one. Well, I'm gonna be
need,
targeted soon.
We need to
Good
make sure to burn him so that he doesn't regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Burn the body.
At least cause him fire damage so he doesn't regenerate.
God. Didn't Anri shoot him?
I did shoot him.
Oh, did you do fire damage with it?
Yeah.
With the
Okay,
dragon
then
pistol,
never mind.
yeah.
Then never mind.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Fire
I got
damage is
you.
done.
Mm-hmm.
I got you guys. I remembered your gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay.
Sorry, I was choking on rice.
Just gonna come up here and channel negative energy.
I hate that my first response to that was "Who is Rice?"
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
You've
my
got
first-
rice on your face.
Oof. All right. So that is channel negative energy. The assault continues.
I didn't sign up for this kind of assault.
I just
Actually, you did.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't poo you next round, you know?
Okay. Shizuki.
Well, he's an fellow. He might actually decide to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fucking anti-balance.
So, as a free action, I will point at the that big one that just fucking bodied our sorcerer, and tell Kai to get him. And I'm going to go up here to try and see if I can handle this one.
You can try and climb the cliff.
Yeah. So let's see here.
It's half your speed, I believe, to climb.
Yeah.
Crocs,
See if
don't
I
you?
can...
Oh yeah, you can put on the Crocs.
I have them on. In fact, I will.
Perfect.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been having them on as long as he's not like in a city.
Yeah, as long as I'm not in public.
As long as nobody has to look at me.
Yes, I will.
As long as it's not like an important area of diplomacy.
Yeah. So with that, I need to see if it's a standard to activate. I'm pretty sure it is.
I think they're just continuous.
Oh, yeah, it's continuous.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Then you are good to go.
So,
So you
that
could just run
is-
up the cliffside.
yeah, I could just run up the cliffside. Climb speed is 20 feet. Goody, how high are these cliffs?
This one probably about. I'm gonna go and say about 15 up. Or this guy in particular, yeah.
All right.
So he is 15 feet up.
All right. So I will 20 feet regular terrain, and then second move action to make my way.
Naruto run with your goth
Naruto
Crocs.
run
What the fuck was
with my
that sentence?
Naruto run with your goth Crocs.
God
Someone
dang.
put that on a pillow.
Yep.
My fucking god.
Hello there. And I will exploit weakness to defend against this guy. That is an automatic fail. Proceed. That's my turn.
Do you speak Draconic, Shizuki?
I do not.
Make me a sense motive check.
Would have been nice to have succeeded that because I would have gotten a bonus, but okay.
Yeah.
Bonus on sense motive, actually. Exactly.
Since you don't speak his language, yeah.
18.
Whatever he just said, it seemed to be an exasperation at your footwear.
Flip him the bird. Flip him the bird before I dodge his attack. Let's see it.
Alright, so spiked chain. 23.
Double flipping the bird. Fuck you!
And another 23.
Fuck you!
The fuck are you wearing?
Oh, God.
You'll never
You, I'm
understand
behind your
how
wall.
good this fashion sense is, bro.
Yeah.
What are those?
Fuck you, bro.
Literally just what are those to you?
Zoltan tanking it real hard. Alright, Anri.
Oh, good grief. What to do?
Focus this guy, I say.
Yeah, I'm just
Need to
deciding.
Get
how
him
to
down.
do it. Get him down.
You can always use that that deed that lets you touch attack beyond your first range increment. I mean,
Yeah?
because
Good eye.
all you have is your
It's-
pistol right now.
Yes, but it's not gonna be. It would be cost a lot because it's 1 grit point for every
Range
a
increment.
range increment beyond that. My range increment is only 20, so I'm just gonna use all of them.
30
Remember,
feet, 40 feet.
I think these rocks can serve as cover, so if you need, need to get out of the open, you could go like here, for example. It's my fucking XCOM showing. But
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
go there, and then you're closer to him. You know, get your percentages up.
Get your percentage up for flanking bonus.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I'll do that for now. That seems like a safe idea.
That's what I do. That's what I did, rather, whenever I was playing Thexan, was I was playing XCOM in Pathfinder.
Right, so yeah, I will take a shot at him.
Okay.
Same thing as last time. This
55
is
feet, I believe, puts it in the 3rd range increment.
So that's going to be minus.
The first
2,
would be
4,
0 to
6.
20. The second would be 20 to 40. The third would be
40 to
basically
60.
40 to 60. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's -4, I believe.
Yeah.
Really? -4?
Yep.
Oh,
Minus,
yeah, okay.
-2 for every range increment. The far
Oh,
shot
right.
feat cuts that in half.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I gotcha. I was just counting the first one. That was dumb. 15 to not touch AC.
So regular AC does not hit.
Okay.
Anri knows what normal AC is?
I know, right? It's a bit strange. But yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
Okay. Sorren.
Have the elf take a illusioned pot shot at the big boss and purposefully miss.
Yeah, that was pretty much my plan. I'm gonna concentrate on maintaining the image for now, while I also try and make it look like the elf is taking shots at the big guy, but he's missing. He doesn't manage to hit him because of a crosswind or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where should I go from here? 'Cause my options are a little bit more limited. I could try to climb the cliffside, but why don't I try to climb the cliffside?
Alright.
It's my climb's not very high. How difficult does it look like to climb these cliff walls? Lots of crags, very easy to do, or?
It's
Looks like a lot of crags.
yeah. From there, it's pretty craggy, but you could probably, with some effort, you could probably make it up to like. This would be a little bit tougher, but this would be easy, I would say, sort of thing.
Okay.
But,
So probably DC 15 to climb the wall?
yeah.
Okay. Because I'm assuming it's about 15 feet up, and then that's 15 feet that way, so that's a total of 30 feet.
Yes.
So, fuck it, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
With my climb... Oh, thank God.
Hey!
Okay.
Nice.
Very good.
So he's able to kind of get plenty of handholds and kind of hop up these rocks, climb up some of them, and able to make it up here.
All right.
And 6 more rounds on our buffs. That is my turn otherwise.
Okay.
I'll probably try to get up there, pull out my short bow, and do what little I can from a distance until we can figure something else out.
Alright.
All right. On his turn, a few arrows whiz by him. He mutters something, as though paying hardly any mind to them. He sees his next target.
Yay!
He's going to dive, still be about 5 feet up in the air. He's going to activate his Smite Good.
Good luck!
I'll need it!
Does a 27 hit you?
With...
And remember to add positives from cover.
Mm-hmm. Oh, positives from cover. What's the bonuses from cover?
I think it's +2 for partial, which this might be, I don't know, that's GM. Or +4 for total.
What is this, Goody?
What is this?
Since he is flying in the air... He's not really... You're not really obscured from him because he's up in the air. But because you're surrounded by rocks, I'll give you the minimum one.
Okay. So that is...
Plus
Don't
the
forget
2
your-
deflect.
That
Yep.
still will hit.
Okay?
The 5.
It was fine. We tried. Well, I did want him to be closer, so I guess I got what I asked for, you know?
Woo. And now, Kai can get to him too.
And he's
Yeah.
within
2
charging
points of
distance.
damage.
Oh, okay. Nasty, but we're okay.
All right. Since that was his charge, he did that. He had his swift. Okay.
Okay.
This one's turn. Chipping away. This one's looking proper bloodied now, though.
Woo!
Okay, Kanari.
I will ask that question in a second. Okay, so first things first, I guess I'm gonna heal Hinoka, even though I see Anri getting possibly bodied over here.
Anri is above 1 hit point. She is still
yes.
fine.
Yes, I'm fine. I can at least take another one of those.
You
Yeah.
can still deal full damage.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, that'll do. Okay, 45 hit points back for Hinoka.
Woo!
Yay!
All right.
Crucially,
But I'm blind.
yes, blind but alive. You know, which it could be much worse.
I have got to go do my job. I will be right back in 5 minutes, if that's okay.
All right.
Brian,
Yeah.
Crucially, this does not break stealth.
Yes.
Because you have to do damage for that to happen.
Yes,
So
that is correct.
That's correct.
So, the question that I now have is, how do you guys get those little numbers on your indicators so that I can do the same here?
So you can, when you click on your little icon for adding those little icons, instead of clicking them, you press the number pad to whichever one you want. So, for example,
Oh,
5 for that and whatnot.
so
if you
good deal. Thank you.
Do the little
That's, yeah,
stuff.
there you go.
that's very helpful.
There you go.
it is.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then drop for 30. So yes, I've moved, I've standarded, and the hand is over there with Hinoka. That is my turn.
Okay.
The archer is scanning the battlefield.
Yeah.
Hinoka, the healing has brought you back. You cough up blood, and as you open your eyes, it's still all black.
That's terrifying.
Ah!
Am I conscious? Am I dead? What is going on?
You are currently prone on the ground.
Don't crawl the wrong direction.
Make a
Just
wisdom
stay
check to
there.
remember which way the cliff is.
Okay,
Oh no!
No.
okay. 13.
You are able to discern where the cliffside is, and you crawl the other way.
Oh shit, shit. Do I have anything to get rid of that?
Knowledge geography, easy.
I have this on north.
North, there is a cliff.
West.
Shit, I don't have anything for myself.
Your best bet is to move at half speed and just hide yourself for the moment.
Yes, but the thing is, where move to? That's the.
Away from the edge of the cliff. Just go this way.
Okay. And
You're able to like feel around with your arms to show where there is more solid ground, as opposed to your legs that might kind of be dangling over air.
That's represented
So-
by you moving at half speed when you're blind. So that's you
Gotcha.
taking the time to figure out, shit, where can I walk? Where can I go? So,
Yeah.
because if you want to move at full speed, you can, but you have to make an acrobatics check not to trip.
Yeah.
I don't have any spells that can
You're gonna have to crawl too because you're still prone from
And there's no one around to take attacks of opportunity from, so crawling is perfectly okay in my book.
Yep.
G.I. Jane your way out of there.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna. Eh. 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 Kanari!
Can't see.
Can't see!
Coughs up blood again.
Who snuffed out the sun?
Who turned off the lights?
Who turned off the light?
Oh no.
Oh.
It is.
Hey,
it
who
is.
turned off the lights?
It is Ty's turn, and indeed, at this point of the rounds, the light goes out.
All right.
Oh.
Oh.
Her spell wore off. Her spell wore off.
Oh,
okay.
oh,
I was
oh.
scared for a second. Like, oh wait, did the sun actually turn off? What?
No, but I wouldn't put that powerful in any paladin here this early. And she has
Write that
seen
down,
the
write that down.
danger. She has seen the danger of this big boy and is just going to stay in the back.
All right.
She knows not to get herself endangered when you guys are doing your thing.
Yep.
So, Kai.
She's been a great help so far.
Yes.
Can I charge, jump forward, and attempt to bite his ankles?
He would be within reach, yes.
Does he
We'll
have
provoke-
ankles?
Or is he
Uh,
Sneck?
He does, but he's like Sneck, but he also still has legs. But he's flying, so you will not be able to trip.
Yeah.
So he's Sneck body. He doesn't have Sneck body. He has leg body.
Little of both. He got a thick tail. Let me find up his.
Oh, so he has a tail, but it's not his.
Yeah, here's a good representation.
Ah, there he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite that tail. I'm gonna try and bring him back to the ground. Get fucking down here.
You ever seen
Danger
like
Doodle.
the Draconids on World of Warcraft where they got like the 4 legs and the big fucking tail?
That's just a dragon tar or shit like that. They
Yeah,
got the
something
4
like
legs.
All right, so that will provoke.
Mm-hmm.
So does a 28 hit you?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
With
And
your
then I have the
deflection
+2. Nope.
Plus
Just misses.
Okay.
a strange force goes ping.
By that I mean 29.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Sweats.
I can't wait till next turn. Anyway, go ahead and. Okay, go ahead and roll, my dude.
38.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Since I moved 10 feet, I get my sneak attack, 36.
All right. That's a little less than you expect.
Growls.
Grr.
Boof, boof.
Right.
Right.
Sweats.
What's she doing?
She is supporting the best she can.
She's helping her buddies in the back.
All right.
She's gonna have to use another channel negative energy. Good thing that these people are very tanky.
Mm-hmm. Also, that she can only choose either to damage or to heal. Interestingly enough.
Yeah.
Well, they're
So-
demons though, so negative energy actually hurts them.
Ah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
they're not undead. They should be.
Yep.
Unless they're
Mhm.
classed in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those strange things, is like demons, but they're still actually healed by positive energy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like life force.
Yep, basically.
Yeah.
Alright.
Even demons have life.
Think of it like the
They're just
positive
evil.
means in the positive direction of life, and negative is the negative direction of light.
Okay.
Not like good energy, bad energy, like a more life and less
Life
life.
and death.
Oh
Life and death.
baby. Oh baby.
Uh-oh.
A triple?
Oh, baby, a triple!
Oh boy. big boy is dead.
And he is going to... Actually, maybe this real quick. There we go. He's going to 5-foot step. All right. Shizuki.
All right. Let's, first things first, I am going to exploit weakness on this guy here for offense. Is he CR 16 or higher?
That passes.
All right, so that's going to be Flurry of Blows. Let's see it. +2. Da-da-da-da-da. And 21. 18 and 10.
2 of those are going to hit.
Aight.
2 of those might be enough.
It just might be. It's bypassing all DR. 51. Very high rolls. Nice. Slumber. That brother go.
Not enough. No. What? There it is.
There we go. I got him.
Alright.
Got him.
And now I'm going to 5-foot step on
Jump
top
off
of him.
the cliff.
So I'm going to 5-foot step over here so that I can get a running start next round.
Okay.
And you're gonna jump!
The funny thing is, you and I had the same idea.
Yeah.
Oh man! A lot of people gonna be leaping.
Is that the steel chair?
He's got the chair!
Yes, quite. How did you notice?
Okay. There's only one of these guys left.
Alright.
Back there with the mistress.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I want to get this fucker down that's in front of me.
Oh no! Oh, he drops his weapon.
Ah!
Oh
What a sad day to be alive, especially in front of this boy.
No.
There is
you won't
no
have to worry about it for much
sleeping
longer.
around here.
Rise up! Okay, Anri.
Anri wipes some blood off of her mouth.
5-foot step and shoot.
5 foot.
I didn't hear no bell.
Damn.
Ding ding.
Anyway, grit
Bitch.
point, dead shot.
Dead
Okay, now I
shot
need to get all
against
of my
touch
stuff.
AC.
Yeah. All right. So, shot number 1. Does that hit touch AC?
It does.
Okay.
Does that hit touch AC?
Shot number 2. Does that hit touch AC?
Yes.
Okay. Shot number 3. Does that hit touch AC?
All day.
Okay. So we're rolling all of the damage together.
Kind of sexy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he is.
Let me just figure that out. What are you doing?
Slumber.
He's licking your cheeks, I think.
Bruh.
That brother gone.
I think that is correct. Totaling all the damage together. 63 damage.
Yeah, baby.
Bang.
He's still up,
Mm,
but that put a
Sorren!
massive chunk.
Jump!
Finish him.
I
The ominous, his next turn from when I bit him is worrying me.
So Before Sorren
The
takes his
next
turn,
one.
I will say, this wolf that's in front of him, he senses the good on him. And you feel, Kai, this imposing, just massive, just ominous escort of death that is coming your way.
You know what? You should become
all-
even more ominous, Kai. Become
So Sorren,
Big Boof.
Big boof. Big boof.
It's the ultra
he's
instinct
on.
music.
He appears to. Sorren, can you make me let's do perception.
Perception, okay. $17.
That barrage of blasts from Anri did massive damage to him. And it looks like with whatever strength he has left to muster, he is going to be putting into one final attack.
I go before him, so what should I do? Well, I wanted to try to charge jump to maybe try to get behind him or something, but I don't know.
Charge, jump, grapple, or, hang on by your knife, which you plunge into his soft exposed flesh.
Do a dirty trick and blind him.
Dirty
Yeah.
trick, blind him with those cheeks.
Drive-by blinding? Or fly-by
So-
blinding?
Would you allow me to make an acrobatics check to jump, running, to get back down behind him and do a charge attack, or what exactly am I allowed to do?
Model in the.
Because that sounds cool as hell given the circumstance, I will allow that.
Okay, so make an acrobatics check to see how well I'm able to do the jump, I guess. Because from where I'm trying to go, I might have to skirt the edge of this cliff here, and then jump right down here. Down about, I assume, 15 feet.
Yeah, that's about 15
And-
feet up, and you're gonna want to make it.
I don't know what the DC is going to end up being in terms of the jump check to complete this. So,
What is the long jump?
long jump DC is equal to how far you're trying to jump. So if it's 15 feet, then it's DC 15.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that off the top of my head.
It would be from here. You could.
And this isn't even me
possibly
making the acrobatics to reduce damage from the fall. This is just...
Yeah. You would need to make DC 20, it looks like, for long jump from right there.
Okay, we'll go with DC 20. Acrobatics.
And then you'd also need to make a second one to reduce fall damage. Otherwise, you'll take 1d6, I believe.
We'll worry about that at the end here.
Yeah.
Acrobatics to jump.
Woo!
33.
All right. Good
God
shit.
damn.
And now we're gonna I'm gonna go ahead and make the second roll to reduce the damage, because the way I'm going to do it is also part of my dirty trick. I'm going to use his eyes as my stepping stone to take less damage on the fall, using my boots straight into his eyes.
Okay.
All right.
So this is to reduce the fall damage. That might
That
actually
is-
still do it.
That does it. DC 15.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
still reduce the damage.
All right. Let's see
Whew.
the dirty trick.
And on the way down, I'm just like, not on my watch! Ah! And try to land on his eyes with a dirty trick flanking him. So, alright.
The eyes. Go
That's
for
the
the
trick.
eyes.
That's the coolest fucking maneuver. Just saying.
yeah.
I like that so much.
This is where I'm going to roll a 1, though, watch. Alright, let's see. Do I have any other bonuses? I'm flanking, I'm doing that. The protection against evil does not give me a bonus on attacks. Okay.
Nope.
Here we go. A 34 against his CMD.
Oh my god! You're not gonna believe this.
I just
That
made
fucking meets.
Woo!
Spiky cleats! Spiky cleats, baby!
So yelling, not on my watch, coming from down above, using his eyes as landing
He
pads.
did come with the chair. Oh God!
Oh my god!
Sorry, what a
Using
chair!
that,
There you go.
I roll out of it at the bottom and land. And now I'm flanking. He's blind.
Nice.
So
With these spiked cleats,
Okay.
anything's possible.
Possible.
Oh my god.
So much for his power attacking smite good vital strike.
He can still try.
Instead,
He can still do
50-50
it.
no, not
shot.
at this point. In sheer outrage, Sorren, Kai, and Anri, I need you guys to make me will saves.
Understood.
Channel positive.
Or channel
Well,
negative.
negative.
Channel existence.
Channel
Ending.
vibes.
Will save nah.
Will save, yes.
Boy, I'm glad I'm not there.
We do get a +2 resistance bonus on saves.
Oh, that's
against
right.
This.
So 14.
Oh, right.
God damn it.
19.
Kai, even with the +2, it's not enough.
Nervous.
It's
How
just
much
a
strength
channel,
do
it's
I
okay.
lose this week?
No strength, but you all take 21 points of negative energy damage unless you made the save.
Okay, who made the save?
Soren and
Everyone but
Anri.
me.
So
At
half
least
damage,
I'm the
so
one with the most health, so.
10,
So
10
10.
points of damage. All right.
Yep.
Just out of sheer outrage, he's on his last legs /
To be
tail.
fair, I would be rather angry.
I'm a little bit miffed if I'm honest, mate.
Okay, Soren, could you make me a perception check, please?
Sure.
I'm going to allow this based on your angle.
27.
Sweet. And Kanari, you will also watch this happen in effect.
Okay.
To the northeast here, you watch this this pair
Despair?
charge forward. The Najikai makes a swing at the wolf, but the wolf bites. He dropped his weapon, so they're essentially having a bite off. Meanwhile, while that attack of opportunity was utilized, this woman flies up into the air with her spear, and
Yeah.
much in a very cool fashion like you just did, impale, after a nice little backflip, impale this Najikai caster right through the skull.
Dragoon LB3.
And that, and that
That's
is
where
her
my
turn.
brain went.
God.
Not far off, honestly.
Good to see you. Twink.
Twink. All right. Kanari.
Okay. It's time to actually finish this.
Help. I need somebody.
Alright. He needs to make another DC 20 Fortitude save as I cast Bone Shatter on his already shattered corpse.
All right.
Yes.
Fortitude save.
Alright, so he only takes 4d6.
Tough to the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be enough. And what else? What else does he end up having to do? And either way, he will be fatigued at the end of this. 19.
Oh, he'll be fatigued, all right. Fast asleep, even.
That brother gone.
You didn't even need. He had 4
Balls.
He had 4 HP left.
Oh man.
So he was going down no matter what.
Nice.
So with his goods, he collapses to the ground. Lady of
You know,
Overkill, true.
I will take it. That means he can't come back.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
His corpse is dust. Like the bones inside are dust now.
Make sure to burn him.
I did that.
I will say at this
Oh,
point,
yeah.
this effectively ends combat as
Woo.
the others in the northeast finish off this last one without any issue.
Yeah.
Falls off the cliff.
Yeah, can we go?
Shizuki will light up a torch and torch this fucker after seeing everything
Entirely
is
that
cleared
way.
up. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Torch him.
torched.
Bloody hell.
Sorren's just breathing heavily back here, still eyes darting around for a moment before finally calming down and.
Nice jump.
You mean boot?
Yes, you understood what my boot meant. You've lived with me so long.
I give you a tussle of the head in response. Yeah, good biting, good biting.
Shizuki will call down to the others. Remember to collect their things. Might be able to fence these for a good pretty penny.
Murder hobo.
Murder hobo.
Mode activate.
Hey.
Let's also not forget about the people we came here to save.
Yes.
Falls
of
off the
course.
cliff.
I
But murder
have. I forget if we had more carry bags, but assuming that we don't, what Sorren is doing is he's putting all the items in his handy haversack so that we
Okay.
can divide it all up later. So
Alright.
he's going to be busy going through
Bank
the
of
bodies.
dog. That is our
Yeah.
thing. Bank of dog.
Shizuki will
That too.
as well, because she is still wearing the cleats, and she is not going to be caught dead with anyone. wearing
She'll
these-
approach and be like, "I'm here to save you." Ew, not in those.
Yeah, exactly.
We
You know what,
literally would
just
be preferred
leave me.
to be saved by anybody else except you.
Mm.
In fact, we'll
God,
stay.
what
in the
is this? Your
cage.
first time?
God.
Only
I
a
did-
dork would wear those to an adventure.
Good.
And by the way, it's called salt. Anyway.
You can stay. You can stay in there.
Is that all of them?
Looks like it.
Guys,
We seem to have had another band of folks down at the other end helping. I'm sure they'll pop over here anytime.
I'd appreciate it if you tell me if there's any more cliffs I can fall off.
There are no
No,
more cliffs you can fall off.
you're on ground.
That
Is
girl
that-
is familiar to me.
Oh! Sultan! Calling out from the cliffside, waving.
He looks up in your direction.
Sultan!
Sultan!
Despite his stoic, cold demeanor, you see a smile crawl upon his face, and he holds up his tetsubo in a sort of victorious stance and says, "Yes, I do know these people. Greetings, my friends. How kind fate is that we should meet again upon the battlefield, no less."
So when everybody's good, just let me know.
I think we're good.
I don't know. You guys were talking. This was probably while they're walking up and all that. After we've done gathering things. What exactly was she affected with? Can I try to check that? Because I might be able to use a potion to help with it.
Go ahead and roll me heal or arcana.
It's gonna be Arcana for me then.
Okay.
Do a 12.
Okay. So her eyes are very faded, as though you might be able to see blindness, like as though you'd be able to assess blindness rather, but you are not sure what the cause could be.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask Kanari about this one. Come on. He's gonna kind of hike her up and help lead her around.
Speaking of which, she kind of sees the initiative and has gone off to see about this door, but I assume we'll handle that in a sec.
Sure. We're gonna probably walk over towards Zoltan and them, and so you're the
I'm
guy
scouting for stuff.
Fair enough. You could be scouting for stuff. It's
I can't talk anyways.
funny seeing you here, Zoltan. You guys happen to be attacking at the same time or something? That's quite the coincidence.
Yes, we were very fortunate. My companion here said that her familiar spotted something flying in the wind, and saw that there were others on the horizon that were looking to make an advance. We heard an explosion, and we decided to take initiative ourselves.
Explosion.
Well, I guess that's a mighty fine thing you did there, then.
We were
Who
glad to
is
have
your companion, by the way? You haven't introduced us.
with a pair of leather boots. She clicks the side of a saddle. Rima.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, it's a mighty fine day to meet you, Miss Rima. My name's Sorren.
There are two
Mighty.
things that Sorren noticed.
the horn.
mighty fine indeed.
Anri
Golly.
nudges Sorren hard to make sure he's not looking.
Oh, she has a mighty fine pair of horns. What are you on about? Shit.
Thank you. I grew them I'm glad you think so. I grew them myself.
Did you now?
Yes. As it happens, we were on a quest to... She pauses a second, looking behind you guys.
Yeah, that tie.
And she slowly dismounts from the wolf. It's not possible. Ty looks a little confused for the moment. I'm sorry, do I know you? The fact you are alive and well, my lady, is nothing shy of divine miracle. I am so happy to see you again, Princess Sayomi. And we are going to take a quick pee break.
So,
I am just imagining that this conversation is happening and Sorren's just grabbing Hinoka by the hand and she's just like, where the fuck is everybody?
Nice.
what's going
All
on?
right.
I hear talking.
Pee break time. Woo! All right, we are back.
I'm sure your memory is hazy. I do not blame you if you forget me. Mine was just as well when I awoke, but it will return in time. My princess, Sayomi Tai. It is I, Rima. I was your steward in the olden days. She puts a hand to her head for a moment, as though the name itself was stirring those memories. And she begins to well up and says, Rima, and runs for her in a very tight hug. Oh, you look so different, as though you've aged in reverse. How curious. Perhaps it's been so long since you were there to light up my life. Oh, I'm so glad you're safe. If you look over at Zoltan, he is already he immediately prostrated himself at the mention of Oni royalty.
Oh.
And Kanari, I will say on your end, you have no trouble busting open the lock on your end.
Okay.
As the gate is able to be opened now.
Alright, come on, you lot. You're safe. It's time for us all to go.
They are speaking in their own language, but they eventually do kind of flood their way out.
I will try to lead them back over towards the group.
As this conversation is taking place, and since they are able to see through the fire, they all rush over, and they are all just as stunned at who they see before them. Is it true? Is that really her? As they all kneel as well. No, stop. There's no need for any of that. Stand up. I don't need this, whatever this is. I need, are you all okay? And they begin to sort of give little cries of joy, as it were, as like in sort of like a profound sort of victory of sorts, that not only is everyone alive and well, but cries of "She's returned! The princess has returned!"
Yeah,
etc. And one of them even, let me see here. I don't know if I have the song in here, actually. I'll just play this one. He actually just immediately busts out a little instrument that he had on hand that he had smuggled in. As they all give a nice little cheer in their own right, and use this fire to sort of dance around it a little bit with like their own little like cheers in their own little languages and stuff.
Sorren will just kind of give Anri a look as all this happens while still holding Hinoka. So
She will return the look.
We won, right?
Yes, we won.
everyone's
We won.
free out of the thing, and we're finding things. We're learning things. We're seeing things. When you will, like you will be here soon enough. I'm sure.
I'm sure they had some foodstuffs laying around here. these folk are in a mood to celebrate, then I'm going to make good on what we find. And if y'all are so willing, in the ruins of this little encampment, they're willing to kind of make a little makeshift spot to rest for the night. After all that.
Since she is at the moment the closest and a new face, Sorren will ask Rima, "Are you much of a caster? If so, can you heal our friend of this?" And as Kanari comes over, it's like, "Oh, I mean, you can as well." Are either of you able to deal with her? Because I don't know what he hit her with.
Okay. What do you need from me to identify it, Guti?
Since you guys are assessing it more and more, heal, Arcana, or at this point I will also allow religion.
Literally all identical for me. We'll just go with heal.
Can I?
Okay, so judging by what you're sensing here, and by with what everything that's just happening, I'm not trying to downplay her blindness. It's more that this is like the first thing they saw breaking out of prison, and just how reactionary they are to it. They have no idea that anybody's been blinded. I just want to clarify that.
Oh no!
Yeah. With your heal check, you're able to tell that this was a magical disease that was inflicted through anti-paladin corruption.
Okay.
Mechanically, and it is blinding sickness.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, conferring with Sorren here, in terms of resource management, do you want me to use one of my scrolls for this, or would you rather use the potion?
Well, if it's a disease, I don't think I have a. I think I only had a potion of remove curse. I don't have a remove disease. So
never mind. Then I will.
What? I have a question. What environment are we technically in? What is this considered? Is it?
This is.
We were in plains, basically approaching the tower.
I think so.
I'd assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I would.
I
It depends on how you describe this. I do have nature's healing, which allows me to make heal checks to recover things such as diseases. But I don't know if, because it's a magical disease, you would allow me to attempt to make my treat disease nature's healing check.
I think I would rule this as a little above your purview, Kai.
Got so. I just wanted to put the offer out there.
Sure, no. That was good. It was a good suggestion.
Just in case for not having to use resources, makes sense.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
But I have been outruled.
If it was something like bubonic plague, I would allow it. But
oh yeah, I could care the bubonic plague, guys.
I just imagine Kai just licks Boo Boo better.
Yes, if only.
He just eats the herbs, and therefore his saliva is
full of herbs.
Yeah.
Also means that when you're sitting there sleeping, it actually just smells like mint. It's like it's real nice.
In reply to you as well, Sorren, she's going to say, "I just brought some mostly just brought some healing potions for what we are expecting to deal with here. Not much for casting myself."
Well, then we'll leave it up to our good old Kanari here then.
Yes, and if any of your party, Zoltan in particular, as I'm sure you've heard, he's an old friend of ours. If anyone on your side of things has been injured, I'm happy to tend to them as well this evening.
Let me sense motive.
Okay. That's one of my good ones. And yes, when you have a moment, I'm going to need the CL for that check so that I can see about blindness. But I know we're in convo mode at the moment, so no worries.
Alright, so with that check, she tried to hide it, but she was very she says, "Oh, we would appreciate that very much. Thank you." She seemed somewhat surprised by that offer.
I'll bet. But yes, good to know.
All right.
All right. Was there something else you needed for the moment, by the way?
Yes, the DC for the disease.
Okay. Let's make sure here. That is a DC, if I'm doing my math right, 16.
Okay, shouldn't be too hard for me to clear up, but of course I say that. So does that... Okay, so is this one of those ones where failure doesn't actually expend the spell, or not?
I believe the spell is still spent. You just didn't succeed.
Okay.
Did you use a scroll or did you cast it?
No, this one's a cast. Sorry, this one's a scroll.
Okay, well, if you had failed on it, the only time that you would fail a scroll is if you're using a use magic device. If it's on your spell list, you just automatically can use it without having to make a check. Right. So that means that you would have used it, so it would use up the scroll, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'll give it one more shot, and if that doesn't work...
Is there any way to do an aid on that? I don't think there's any way to do an aid on that.
I don't think so, no.
There's no way.
Mm-mm. Unless we do special rules, like you and me, I could use nature's healing to help aid, but no, it would have to be a...
Right.
That would have to be a special ruling.
You just gotta roll 8 or higher, Cygnus.
It really shouldn't be a fucking big deal, but, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be a combo casting or something. There we go.
Okay. So, your vision becomes blurred, but more and more color returns, as does shape and form.
No more blind.
Longer blind. You are no longer blinded.
Oh,
You can see.
that's much better. Oh, hi there. I was gonna say that to our new friend and the wolf and the big boy.
Hey.
So you were the ones that were behind that purple smoke business?
Yes, that was Sir Zoltan's doing. No sir is needed. That was Zoltan's doing, yes. Speaking of something to do with his apparently he's able to conjure some sort of strange fog with his weapon.
Strange fog and strange women, as far as I recall.
How is that fog doing, by the way? Looks at Zoltan.
She's well. And hold on, let me see if I can find her. One moment, please. I thought I had her on the map.
Well, you do, kind of, just up here. In the corner.
Oh, the fog itself, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Right. That was,
Or being a shit.
Being a shit, yeah.
in a manner of speaking.
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, was someone interested in how little old me's doing?
There she is.
Mm-hmm.
Ancient legendary weapons should be napping at this hour, Mara. Oh, but I can come out for a little festival, can't I, Master? I suppose. Just don't get in my face when I'm cooking, please.
He has a little apron that says "Kiss the Cook" in Ignan.
Oh, yeah. Entirely canonical.
So while the weapon is over his back, she's gonna like be mist floating around outside, and it's just like, well, long time no see, everyone. As he just like deadpan, just working on the meat over the fire.
So yes, I'm guessing we have some notes to compare, considering where we find ourselves and the company we respectively find ourselves in.
Yes, and to that end, it seems I owe you all twice over now. As he brings some servings around to everyone. First, you return a relic of our people, and then, well, I'm not sure how you could have possibly met her Highness, but you seem to have offered her protection all this time.
It's a bit of a long story with that.
Well, I think as we, sit down for our evening meal, I'm sure we can all share all of the details of everything that has transpired so far.
Oh yeah.
Also, while this is going on, can I look around the camp to see if I can find some materials that would be useful for ammunition crafting?
Go ahead. I'll add your perception onto. I'll add what you find onto what Kai was able to go digging for.
Doug.
I dug up some stuff. I don't know what I found.
You'll be able to find some goodies.
Okay. Find some bat guano and burn it over the fire and get the sulfur out of it. I don't fucking know.
Hey.
Well, they had some explosive stuff on a cart, so,
Well, it's mostly burning, but
Kai went, Kai went treasure hunting.
I did.
Evidently. Jesus.
Potion of remove sickness. Does that remove disease?
I think that's something separate.
I think that's from the condition sickness. I think.
Really?
The condition Cygnus?
Yes. Let me
Cygnus?
Remove Cygnus? No, don't do
Cygnus.
that.
No!
Lead me to the punch.
+4 morale on saving those against disease, nausea, and sickness effects.
Oh!
And will suppress the duration for the spell. Oh, okay, that can be useful, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
We'll have to. We will have to go through all of this when you guys feel we need to.
Yeah.
I was carrying this giant bag, and then I just drop it at your feet as I hear food.
Ooh, headbands and mighty constitution, masterwork full plate. That's some good shit.
A good chunk of those goodies were on the anti-paladin.
Hey.
Ooh.
Food.
So I suppose
Nice shinies, anyways, food.
we spend the night eating and enjoying and having times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Having good times, right. Let's see.
Ty and Rima have been doing a lot of talking at their part of the fire. Talking about their adventures and all that.
You know, Sorren's going to say as he's digging through his bag, this, of all times, seems a great time to bring this out. And he's going to pull out his Sea Lord's wine that he bought quite a while back. And offer it around for people to have.
Yes, please.
Little pop cork just...
Yes, I think I will try some.
There we are.
Is that more of the good juice?
I think he bought it in Ulbrook, I believe. I can't remember exactly where he picked it up, though.
Does Ty want to partake in the good juice with me, or is she too busy talking? It's okay if she's talking. The good juice, though, Ty.
Kai,
The good juice.
Kai, question for you.
Yeah.
Have you been a wolf all this time?
Yes.
Okay. Because while that's
Good.
transpiring, and when Kai settles back in with food and stuff is brought back around, Rima is going to come back over to her mount. What is it? You know, it's funny. Ren doesn't usually get along with other canines that well.
Oh, is that so?
No, he seems quite docile for the time being.
Well, I mean, Kai's a good boy. He really doesn't get in much trouble. Well, that's a lie. He gets in the right kinds of trouble.
Oh, that sounds just as Ren was back when I met him a few years ago.
Really?
A little bit of a troublemaker. Met him on the road, needed a home, and well, now he helps me with my cavaliering duties.
You know, it's kind of funny. Not exactly the same, but, you know, I happened to run into Kai across the road. He took a liking to me, and we just kind of stuck around together ever since. And now he's here with me. Well, he's here with the rest of us at this point. Just doing our... whatever it is we're doing out here. Having a damn good time of it, too.
You're quite very charming of you, human. Seems that in this era, we may need to reassess our judgments of you all.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is.
And he'll offer her a little bit of the wine. Just kind of hold it up and eyebrows up. It's like, you want some?
Oh, none for me, thank you.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, I'll take her. I'll take her amount.
Her portion.
Okay. If you're offering.
I'm going to assume the whole thing will be used up by the end. So
Ty will ask for some, and Rima will say, "You know, my lady, in the olden days, you used to ask my permission to do such things. Did I? Oh, did I? Let's just say I was a little bit more liberal with what I was allowed to permit you." She will take the wine.
She will have herself a portion. It is just wine. It's not. It's not. You know, not that highly alcoholic. So it'll be everyone will be all right.
Mm-hmm.
So while this is all going on, Kanari is going to make good on that promise and go around the fire and, see if there's anyone that requires further medical attention. And I know I posted the healing for you guys in the chat, but basically if we're not going anywhere else today, I'm guessing we can just consider you all healed to full before we hit the sack.
Oh, I see right there. Okay. I
and especially since I learned
Thank you.
that I have nature's healing, yeah, I could probably get those last things up.
Yeah.
Sweats.
Both Zoltan and Rima, they look like they took on some pretty good injuries, but they, tough as they are, they were doing their best to conceal them.
Right.
But it's still obvious that ouch.
Yeah, there's bite marks, there's burned chain marks, there's signs from negative energy having been singeing their flesh.
Probably graze your flesh a little bit.
Yeah.
Early onset necrosis.
Basically.
Bad news, Gordon. Necrosis has set in.
Son of a bitch. Every time. I know it's coming. Every time. It's still
Yet you set it up anyways.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway. So yes, I'm assuming they're not recoiling or being difficult patients in any way.
No. Zoltan will, as an aside, say to you, "I am glad to see you well, by the by."
You as well. I hope we get some time to catch up this evening. I know we talked through most of what happened, but I suppose I didn't put two and two together and realize you would be working with the Oni as well.
Oh. Our tribes were allies throughout history.
Really?
Wars in ancient past ended up separating us, and it is not easy to talk about. but my people are more and more by the day. How do I want to phrase this? The Afriti, where I'm from, we used to graze upon lands within the territories of Avalosia, but given how they are and their ideologies, more and more they stake claims to our land, pushing us further and further back. There are only a handful of tribes of us now up in the mountains, and we fear that there's only a matter of time before their crusade of conquest brings them to extermination.
Fortunately, that fits with a number of the stories that we've been hearing about Avalosia. Well, I mean, you've been out west.
I am from out west.
Yes.
And the reason I journeyed through Vera, the reason why I laid low with Pharos Grimm within that Undertemple, is because I am seeking an answer to our solution. I want to find a way that we may continue to exist, coexist.
And you believe Shimayasu and the rest of the Oni here represent a way forward there? Some way to restore the balance?
It is a start. I am not entirely proud of some of the actions I've taken to get here, but if my people are going to call me a hero just because I wield this weapon, then may this hero fall, so they may continue to live.
A worthy sentiment, and I think one you'll find shared among our party. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Twice now you have demonstrated that through strength of your will. That has earned boundless respect from me. And when we return to a place that we have, for the time being, called home, to the refuge that we have called home for now, they may be, while they are not welcome to humans for the time being due to confusion and scarred histories, it is assuring that I will have stories to tell of good travelers, humans, gnolls, half-orcs, willing to give us the benefit of the doubt.
And for whatever it's worth, I think anyone here would be proud to call you friend as well. You have comported yourself to the highest standards in all of our encounters thus far. And in the time since we've known you, we have, shall we say, established ourselves as a voice in the court of Vera. If it is something that your people would benefit from, and if they are in a place and a time and a mindset to be able to accept it, I'm sure that I, for one, would be happy to negotiate for land or rights or whatever you might need, or your tribe might need, so that you don't have to live up in the hills. You can find grazelands again.
Quick question, Kanari. Is this a one-to-one conversation, or is it a little more open?
I assumed that it was a since you said he was keeping his voice low, I'm assuming that it was a one-to-one conversation.
Okay. That's
just while I'm healing him up.
Yeah. That is something to bring back to the castle refuge when we return. I don't think I mentioned. There is the folks you see dancing and celebrating before you are but a few of the Crimson Oni we have found. There's a ruined old castle town to the northeast, the former home of a greedy nobleman. It is there we have found refuge for other of the Crimsononi we've found. They too, like Her Highness, are lost and confused, and we are hard pressed to keep morale high.
Interesting.
But
Goody, what would you need me to roll to have an idea of who would have domain over that?
Local or history?
Okay. It's the same fucking roll again. I will go history just for funsies.
Everything plus 52!
Crazy Hassan had a deal on, what can I say?
Yeah.
19 history.
Okay. Given all the studying you've been doing, and like knowledge you've been ascertaining, I will give this to you.
Okay.
That is the area where the Ashworths once held domain, but no longer. It had long since been abandoned to wear and tear, monsters moving in and taking up residence. Perhaps this tell of monsters was, yeah, sure. Perhaps there were beasts there here and there, but it could also have potentially been a misconstruing of what defines a monster.
Interesting.
If that makes sense.
Right. And
racism.
Exactly.
Racism.
Everyone's favorite. And delving slightly into the legal side of this, so if the Ashworths abandoned this place, would they technically still have a claim to it? Would it default to the court? Is it just basically abandoned land on the fringes of society?
To whoever is considered the highest in the family?
Basically, what had happened was when everything came to ruin, their assets were effectively liquidated between crown and baronish.
Interesting. Okay. And does that include that parcel of land, or since nobody came to claim it, I'm assuming it wasn't exactly anyone's highest priority, but
it became very low priority. It's
if it's been abandoned to beasts roaming it of various kinds, then I'd imagine right now nobody's. It could officially be under the crown, but done anything with it.
That's essentially what's going on. Like that, and that is where the Oni have taken refuge.
Okay.
Those who have been found. There seem to be more.
Sorry, Kanari's trying to play 4D chess with an entire legal system she's, had
and I'm
minimal exposure to.
And I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping up.
Well, okay, let me explain my thought process here. What I would not want would be for them to settle here, for everyone to get comfortable, for us to, go and visit them, and then for basically the Viren militia to roll up and say, no, you can't live here anymore. And cause trouble that way, and trying to head that one off at the pass, as it were.
Yeah, as far as you know, Vera has not made any sort of reclamation attempts towards the former Ashworth territories.
Okay. So maybe that's just something we casually drop in conversation the next time we're talking to Yanagi.
Okay.
Hey, yes, we found some friends up at the old such-and-so estate.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah.
Yeah, and don't worry, Kanari's going to pass this on to you in a minute.
No. I that's fine.
Well, in character, she's going to pass this on to you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm assuming, you probably actually had a few hit points that needed to be dealt with as well, so I'm happy to sneak back over to you.
Yeah, while that conversation is going on, do you mind if I be a massive pain, Goody, and ask how much material did I find to craft how much ammunition?
Probably about Well, I would say that a good chunk of it was probably in the wagon y'all blew up.
Mm-hmm.
But you're able to salvage probably about...
For how many paper shots, alchemical cartridges?
Let's go with 12.
Okay. Damn, that is a good haul.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit.
These guys were marauders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Please continue.
You're
on.
fine.
Okay. So, returning to that part of the conversation, well, it may interest you to know that we are, in fact, headed northwards ourselves. We've smoked out most of the Pharos Grim. Apparently their last stronghold is up at a place called Noctala, and we're trying to get to the tower there to finish them off before they can, I suppose, finish the rest of us off. Do you think it would be possible for us to travel with you to the estate and perhaps make some temporary home there before we head out?
Regretfully, they are not welcome to outsiders just yet. But given what we have seen on display today, what I can make assurance of is... What I can assure is, when we tell the tales of this valor, we'd be more than happy to. I would be more than happy to vouch and do my best to ensure we could see you welcomed in time.
Fair enough.
In addition, Noctala is through. I believe this Noctala is northwest through the valley. The castle is a ways to the northeast. So, assessing our duties, it seems that our paths may split once again after tonight's festivities.
A shame, but
Head tilt.
Oh.
no, perhaps we can... Assuming we all survive, maybe we can present ourselves at the gates when we have the Grimm's heads on pikes. And, well, another question. You said you freed a great number of the Crimson Oni from, I presume, various of these Genias and rubies that you found around. Do you have a specific process for that? Is that... Well, a question in two parts. We have some rubies left over, the only ones we've been able to break people out of, like the princess over there, has been by accident or when there's already been a large discharge of magical energy. Is there a way for us to do so in a controlled manner? And would it be a gesture of goodwill that perhaps could continue to assist our relationship with the Crimson Oni in general to turn over some of these rubies to your people?
We would like that. I think that I believe that would be a very welcome gesture. Yes. In terms of the how and why of what breaks their seals, we are still perplexed on what causes it. But it seems that our location, it seems that within the area that we have established the refuge seems to have the most a very focused effect, if that makes sense. I'm not magically inclined, you must forgive me.
No, I understand.
We are trying to discern as to why, but perhaps that is a mystery to yet unravel.
Well, and, given the friendship we've already shared, I think it's safe to say that if there's anything that we can do, we are more than happy to lend our resources and our experience towards that venture.
There is one thing that comes to mind.
Of course.
And I need to whisper this to you.
Okay.
Ooh.
How would I whisper in thing here?
You can do it there, or you can
/2 in the name of the person.
or you could just do it in Discord.
Yeah.
True. Okay, I'll just do it in Discord real quick.
Speaking of which, I did see your message, and I will respond to that after the game.
Sure.
In the meantime, Shizuki is just finishing off a bit of the wine, and then she takes out a special drink she has. Y'all remember the Dragon Punch whiskey?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Ty. Pulls out the whiskey.
Burp up some flames.
She's holding her wine, just being like, "Oh, there's still some. You have more."
Uh-huh.
She looks a little. She takes a quick little side to her attendant and just like, who just gives like just a shrug, just like, "I'm not going to stop you." Type of shrug. And she finishes the wine and she's like, "Okay, let's do it."
Woo! And gonna split a couple of shots between the two of them. Shot and a half. And hands her one, and then gently locks elbows with her on the 3. 1, 2, 3, and take the shot. Woo!
This the one that literally has you breathing fire?
Just a little.
Not literally, but it feels like you're about to.
Yeah. Just a little puffs of smoke.
You kind of feel like upon drinking it, you are more surprised that you didn't breathe fire, literally.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
Oh.
Save it for a special occasion.
I don't think of anything more special than this.
So,
Sorren, get up. You know this song. Come on.
Oh,
hey.
is that what he's playing on the thing?
Yeah, it's the one from the festival.
He will absolutely join her in a dance.
Hey.
I guess I'll make another dance check and see how well I'm due this time.
All right.
Just
She
my
will do the
charisma.
same. See how she does with her current status. The booze is making her a little buzzed, but she's doing well enough. So you have to take a bit more of the lead.
That's perfectly fine. He's happy taking the lead in the dance.
Sliding on over here to the steward. So, I assume you've been, you're pretty familiar with the area around here, right?
Well, I've been that way for the past few. I've been out of mine for about 3 years, so fairly familiar. Yeah.
What do you think? Is the area northwest of here Have you been in that area at all? What have
Well, we try to stay far away from there, but for 2 reasons. Not only because of the dangers we've we've heard of, but also because our refuge is more actively playing defense than offense.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a gauge on what we're going to be dealing with up there. We know that we're mostly dealing with probably undead, but just trying to see if we have any more locals with experience in this area.
Well, we loathe the undead, and we're not exactly in a position to go on a crusade for the place because our numbers are dwindling as it is. But well, I have heard tell of. I've heard in local legends that anything that's of the undead nature would more infest the city or tower proper itself. But Narr'tor has been abandoned for quite some time. Though I have heard that shadows of creatures run around time and again, and I know to hide in the fog. Like to hide when the fog rolls in, rather, but the further you get to Narr'tor, the more you start to see this thick, inky, swirling sky that blocks out the sun, and it's as though it's night at all times of day.
Okay.
Yeah, rumors tell that some sort of powerful tiered spell went awry a long time ago and sort of left the place tainted.
Well, hopefully we can take care of all that. The more I hear about this place, the more I'm a bit nervous about taking care of it, but heroes got to do what heroes got to do. As she will take another drink of the Dragon Punch whiskey.
And judging by the corpses of the Najakai over there, I'd say that was a fairly decent warm-up, perhaps.
Yeah. Still got to figure out some way of dealing with things that are flying. I can't just jump very high and punch them in the air, but
yeah, I know what that's like. If I'm riding Ren and on like flat or hilled land, I'm fine. But when it comes to tight spaces or underground, we're not exactly at our best.
well, she thinks for a moment. Well, regardless, good show out there earlier today. I saw you take care of that casting one earlier. That was
Oh, by the heavens! Oh, by Volcami, that one was so obnoxious. Just, I think the two that we were dealing with, that was not their first. I think they were more like the defenders of the group, because they were doing a very. Give them credit. They know how to defend their spellcasters. But thankfully, Zoltan and I are also quite proficient at breaking the line, as it were. But that leap, child's play.
Oh. maybe I need to look into getting a companion like that sometime.
Head tilt.
Aru? Well, no, you're working with Sorren and whatnot.
Shizuki, I need you to make a perception check for me. It is challenging a stealth check.
All right.
So while you're having this conversation, despite the thing's size, you do not notice that it has begun to lap at your whiskey.
Oh no!
Tongue just going.
It wasn't me going after the good juice this time.
All right.
This time.
Ren.
Next time.
Whoa! Hey!
Ren, bad.
Ooh. Well,
Sorry about him.
it's okay. As she looks at the last of the Dragon Punch whiskey, it's okay.
What you get for that one? The dogs win again.
The dogs win again. Yes. As she will just toss the bottle aside. Well, she just sort of leans back. It's I think it's good for Ty that she found her people like this.
I'm glad that we... well, I'm just glad she's safe. I can't... I don't know what happened to her all those centuries back, but I thought she was gone forever. But seeing her do the old dances with good company and making merry, let alone with humans, no offense meant, but our history is a rather bloody one with your kind.
Mm-hmm. None taken at all. She'll get a bit more somber. We've had a lot of realizations in the past few months on past history.
Well,
hoping we can do right by it now.
That's hopefully all we can ask for.
Mm-hmm.
For now, at least. But thank you, though, again. You had no need to care for a complete stranger like her, but you all did so.
It's no trouble.
Whatever you ended up doing, put that smile back on her face that I've missed for so long.
Mm-hmm. And I will say, she has proven herself quite capable in combat as well. A bit of a spellcaster herself.
Roll me sense motive.
Yeah.
Did you make her fight?
21.
Spellcaster. Fascinating. She never ceases to surprise me. She says she just watches her dance with Sorren over by the fire.
Yeah.
There's a few fires. There's a cooking fire. There's a dancing fire.
And then
There's a
just another
bonfire.
Bonfire.
And then there's
yeah.
the cart on fire.
Fire
That's
mage.
unrelated.
I mean, they are fire-oriented Oni. I guess it kind of makes sense.
Hey.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, we just left the exploded cart going because you know
Yeah.
it added to the atmosphere.
yeah. Just, you know, touch of arson. You know, never hurt.
Touch of arson. That sounds like a spell.
Yeah. Isn't that just spark?
I have that. I have that.
To the surprise of no one. Sorren, were you going to say something?
I don't think so. I think I'm just busy dancing and having a good time with Ty.
Okay.
Just sitting there, and every time she kind of falters a little bit, just a hand out and like, nope, right here, there we go, and just keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Roll me sense motive, Sorren, as you're doing that dance with her.
Sure. Fortunately, sense motive being one of those ones that still he's not the greatest at, but at least he has a point in it now.
Could be a negative.
7.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And,
Depends on how good whoever that is at hiding whatever there was.
mm-hmm. But, yeah. Other than that, everyone has a merry time celebrating, eating the food that you stole from the robbers.
Hell yeah.
Dumbass
Yes.
snake fuckers. Mara teases Zoltan as he continues to cook. Like, you know, tends to be the par for the course for legendary weapons these days.
Hell yeah.
Being obnoxious to their owners.
Yep.
And, other than that, the night passes without otherwise much incident aside from celebrating. Is there anything anyone else wanted to do this evening?
I'll be wiggling my eyebrows at people, but that's about it.
Probably Hinoka side just playing some
Mhm.
arm wrestling if any Oni would be inclined to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating food and snuggling with someone. I don't care who. Who
Probably.
wants dog snuggles?
Who doesn't want dog snuggles?
Do you have to
Exactly.
ask that?
All right, Anri it is.
Okay.
Henri wasn't doing anything else, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anri gets dog snuggles.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Did Cygnus, did you want to
Did you want
actually
dog
chat
snuggles?
with did you want to actually chat with Anri about what, the whole estate thing, or do you want to just assume that happened while I was snuggling Kai?
I'm sorry, I've been muted this whole time since
Oh my god.
we had. Since
Oh, Cygnus did want dog snuggles.
Yes.
He just couldn't state so.
I was curious about a couple of things. One, how is the big dog reacting to Kai? I don't want to use the word chemistry because that's just weird, but are they? How are they getting on?
Well, as Rima had pointed out, she's surprised how docile that her Mount Ren has been. Normally, he doesn't get along well with other canines, but he seems very, like she said, surprisingly calm.
And Kai is just more interested in staying with his friends. Not interested too much in the other dog.
Fair
Have
enough.
not even given each other the customary greeting.
No.
Does Kai do the customary grading?
I'd imagine not, because he's been with humans for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seems to prefer their company to others of the doggish kind, I guess. If
More,
this
I
is
think he-
indicating.
At this point, he trusts you guys more than anything else. So,
Fair enough.
Kind of like you have your family pet
sticking with
long
you
enough,
guys.
they stick with you, and
Yeah.
other dogs are. So.
Ren
Yeah.
seems to be giving off that same vibe.
yeah, very much a pack animal Kai is, and you guys are his pack now, so he's more interested in you guys than the other dog.
Who is not busy being threatening, so who cares?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the only thing that's being threatened is your whiskey, apparently.
Yeah. That's my last
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yeah, you didn't offer me any, so I like the good juice.
Yeah.
Well, you're in dog form and didn't come out of it, so I didn't assume to
But
pour you anything.
it wasn't the entire thing of the whiskey. It was just Shizuki's glass or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was the last of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, assuming that I've healed up Zoltan and the other one, whose name is already escaping me.
The
That is
other
okay.
one.
Rima. Okay. That one, yes.
Rima.
The substantial assets.
Yeah, those horns.
I'll be honest. I didn't. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I didn't even notice them until after I put the picture in here. So I was like, when I was making sure I had everything ready for, make sure everything was ready for Sunday. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
Titties
It was
just
like
bounce
immediately.
Like
Immediately.
I just when I was going through image references for her, I was like, oh my god, the hair, the horns, this is her. The ears, this is the one. This is the one. Let's fucking go!
And then,
And then you put
the
it
day
in,
before,
and you didn't notice the Nockies.
Yeah. then the day before, you're just like, all right, making sure everything. Oh my goodness!
Honka donka badonkas.
Honka donka badonkas.
A huge pair of honkeros.
I see she dual wields flails.
Oh my god.
Fucking medieval studies humor ass.
I do not apologize in any way.
Nor should you. It's fucking fabulous. But yes, totally understand the browser's regret. Is that what you want to call it?
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, yes. So assuming everybody's been healed up and there's no more that anyone else wants to say to me in particular, yes, I'll settle down with our party at the fire and kind of put a protective arm around Anri before breaking the news.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know how much of that conversation you overheard while I was over there with Zoltan, but well, there's a certain estate to the northeast that the Oni found abandoned and have claimed for their own.
Oh. You mean...
Yeah. I don't want to... She looks around, gestures with the free hand. But, yeah. We might be stopping by there at some point to restock or take advantage of their hospitality, and I wanted you to be prepared.
Right, well,
Kind of like, I assume Kai was like seated, like, got his head in her lap or something. And, she kind of just like, momentarily kind of like stops petting him. And kind of like seems to like, the guy kind of go, like, retreats in herself a little bit and goes deep into thought.
I know.
I see. Good for them. I'm happy that that they've been able to make use out of it. Who do they have permission to be there? From, like, is it owned by them now? Do they have royal authority?
From what I understand, officially, no. But, like I said, they found it abandoned, according to this one, so...
Okay.
I'm assuming it was eminent domain, or something that the crown just didn't bother to lay a claim to when it went empty.
I guess I don't know what would happen to it in a legal sense now. Not that I want it back or anything, not that I think it's mine, but I think I may have forgotten to mention to you that back in Baronish, me and Kai, we stumbled upon one of my older brothers.
Anri, are you all right? You didn't know you. I had no idea.
I'm fine. He didn't recognize me because of the disguise. But it's fine. I'm just I'm happy he's happy. You know?
Well, as long as he was, What is it with families in this land? Shizuki's is the only one we've run across so far that's even remotely happy or functional. Like
Families are a good, natural way of deciding who continues on your legacy. And family can not just be that, but they can become pretty good bargaining chips as well.
I don't like the transactional view that it's... I know what you mean. I know how these people think. I had to deal with members of our family being used as bargaining chips for the gods. So it's not that different. But it's just there's so much needless suffering caused in the name of using people that you should love and cherish.
I know. But we can't choose our families, right? That's the big thing I always told myself.
Well, you can't choose your blood, but... And here she kind of jostles Anri's shoulder in that, comforting way that one does when one has an arm around someone. You can't choose blood, but I'm fairly certain we have chosen family.
Aww.
I see her give a little smile at that.
Appreciate it. If only the legalities of this land could be so easily changed. This is... I suppose I haven't really thought about this for years. I didn't really want to, but...
I'm gonna ask you something here, Guti.
Yes.
I can roll some knowledges if you like, but I'm assuming that over the years, since everything has happened, Anri has kept her ears close to the ground and has been listening out for any signs of her family. So have I ever heard anything regarding Anri's mother or father still being alive?
You have not.
Okay.
Well, assuming that the land technically hasn't been reclaimed by the royal authorities. And I'm going to assume my parents are dead. Hopefully, if that's the case, then that means that the estate would go to one of my older brothers. If Felix is still alive, then it technically belongs to him.
And I'll also say, when you say, when she says, "Oh, if my parents are dead," hopefully that's the case. You do detect animosity there.
Don't worry. Cygnus, the player, picked up on it.
Very good.
You do know that Felix is alive, though.
I know. That's what I said. I know that Felix is alive, so technically the estate belongs to him.
I misinterpreted your phrasing.
No.
I'm
Must have thought you said if instead of I.
Yeah. Maybe I did. But yeah. So Anri. Yeah.
What a tangled web we weave, huh?
Yes.
So, I want to make sure you're in a good place on this, especially now knowing that there was a run-in Baronish. You know. Is there anything that I can do?
I don't know what's happened to cause Felix to do what he was doing. He was busking. It seems like he's not really in any noble position right now.
Well,
I'll be honest with you. I'm happy that he's alive, but I don't feel. I don't want him to see me.
Nobody is going to force you. She moves away from you a little bit, but only to make sure that she's looking at you full on. I need you to understand here, Anri, that at least as far as I'm concerned, no one in our little traveling group or family unit or whatever you want to call it, our little clan, is going to be made to Huh?
Gives pats.
Oh.
Pat.
Gives pats.
A little wolf pat.
Is going to be us going to have pack. Okay, I see. Gotcha. Yes.
Cute.
Perfect.
Cute.
Well said.
Aw.
Sorry,
Well,
I was here. Like Anri, I was
sorry.
here on hats.
Sorry. It's like pull and pull. I can't, or pen and pen. I can't differentiate them with my voice for some reason.
Texas.
Mm-hmm. Also English language.
People get mad at me that I say pen and pen the same way, or pull and pull the same way.
All good. Just needed the clarification.
Yes.
So yes, our little pack. You know, frankly, actually, I think that's the best word for it. You know, we all have our histories. We all have these, frankly, terrible things that have happened to us, to be excruciatingly blunt. You know, how stupid and short-sighted would it be to try and thrust anyone's face back in it, especially when we're in the middle of, you know, not to put too fine a point on it, but trying to save the land, crusading on our great quest. You know, it's...
I don't know what would happen if this all came creeping back. people found out who I was, I don't know what would happen. But I don't want to take the risk.
I don't blame you, and my lips are sealed. That's what I'm saying. You know, things are already complicated enough. It's... Even if there were closure to be gained by doing something like that, by going and facing it head on right now, this isn't the time. You know, none of us are ready. And it wouldn't be fair to any of us to try and force that issue. So, no, you don't have to worry about that. I will keep it quiet. I will keep your secret. And I know that even if it comes out to the rest of them, then that they will too.
Well, I appreciate that, but, well, apparently the Pronemias already know, so it feels like I might be screwed one way or another. But I'm happy. All things...
No, sorry, did I know that? I'm trying to remember when that was something that was revealed to all of us.
I believe it was something that was told to you back when we had the meeting with the Pronemias. They were like, oh yeah, that girl who was singing in the tavern looked awfully familiar.
Oh, yes.
Lucian was able to decipher it.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Got it. That I had forgotten, so thank you for clarifying that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lucian figured it out, then he told me, and then I told the rest of the party. Was like, hey, just a heads up.
And Lucian also suggested that the only other person who would be in the know would have been Benedict.
Yeah.
And which one's Benedict?
He's the butler guy.
The attendant. Let me pull him up here for you.
Oh, yes, that one. Who was involved in some sort of intrigue at the end of one of our episodes. I remember him. I know it's scary. Okay, so backtracking a little bit to incorporate in-character knowledge of all that, which out of character I'd forgotten.
That's fine. No, go ahead.
I know it's scary to think that there are people out there planning to use this against you, and I promise you, whatever we can do to protect you, whatever we can do to fight them, you know that all of us will do it. We're not going to cast you to the wolves. No offense, Kai.
Rin took offense.
Rough.
Woof.
Borf.
Henry, Anri's back seems to ease, and from where she's sitting, she kind of leans into you a little bit. And says,
well, even if any of this does have to come to an end one day, I just want you to know that I'm glad that I got to spend time with Kanari and all of you.
You too, little one.
okay, that's adorable.
No, that's nice.
And yes, big squeeze as we sit there in front of the fire, casting long shadows into the night.
I've got big Gnoll mom, and then I've got doggo in lap. That is heaven right there.
Just fuzz everywhere.
Just fuzz.
Yeah,
It's a good day. If you are not comforted right now, something is wrong with you.
Something is wrong.
I could use some cotton candy.
I got a wolf. I got a gnoll. I got a gun. Everything's great.
Everything's great.
All I can use now is a beer, and I'd like to see something naked.
Hey!
Looks down at the dog.
Remo, get over!
Not like that!
Remo, get over here! God, anyway.
What's the
Anyway. Awooga!
What's the meme? Men want one thing and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
I don't really want to fuck disgusting though, but other men, yeah.
Woo.
What?
Well, damn,
Yeah,
all
that's,
right.
that's fair. Yeah.
Hey!
As apparently Sorren and Ty come dancing by over here to finish out their last of the dance, I guess.
As the night begins to kind of wind down a little.
As we sit down afterwards, and if we're out of breath, he'll poke her side a few times and be like, "You are damn good at that."
Well, I'm glad that I was a good teacher.
I don't know. I might still need a few more lessons.
Not with how that started. I think you taking the lead helped me sober up a little bit more.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. And the rest of the night passes without any real incident, unless anyone else had anything else to do this evening.
Nope.
Nah.
I will heal everyone to full and then restack my spell slots.
Okay.
Beautiful.
The morning comes and everybody begins to pack their things and go their separate ways. Mara's back in the Tetsubo now, sleeping like a good magic weapon.
Hey.
And
Oh, like Exalton.
it's a...
Oh yeah, he's still in my pack. I'll have to think about that at some point.
And at this point, it's... Packing up is going rather quietly, and then Ty says, "Hey, everyone?"
Yes?
I need to go with them, I think. I thought about it all night. I lost a lot of sleep over it, and there's more of my people out there at a refuge somewhere, and they're lost, confused, just like I was when I woke up. And if I can lift their spirits and help them like you all helped me, then I think it's the right thing for me to do. Please, someone say something. You're not making this any easier for me.
Anri takes one of her hands and puts it in hers.
Then please, go be with who needs you. Of course, we need you too, but what we mainly need from you is for you to be happy, right?
Yeah, but you guys are going against some really strong people, and it's either I either hold you back or you need my help. It was so hard for me to choose.
I think this is one of those times where a princess has to follow her heart. You have never owed us anything. We love having you around. We love traveling with you, laughing with you, showing you the world. But it's your choice and it's your life, and no matter what happens up in that castle, you know, we're coming back. We are coming back. So
Sorren's gonna speak up at this point. He kind of puts on a smile and he's like, "Y'all are acting almost as if we're never gonna see each other again. Come on."
that's what I mean, you know. So even if this is a time of temporary parting, keep the fires warm for us at this enclave or this place where your people have gathered, and we'll see you again.
Yeah.
You keep speaking about making your preparations for this place that no one comes back from. It just scares me.
Hey, you know what? And Shizuki is going to come around, bring an arm around her shoulder, and pull out she had another bottle of Dragon Punch whiskey. She's going to take the bottle and press it to Ty's chest. Hold on to this for me. I'm coming back for it.
Your Highness, just keep it out of reach from Ren, okay?
I'll think about it.
That'll be a challenge. Okay.
There's always a first time for everything. And you say no one comes back from this place? That just sounds like a challenge to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I was going to say, the bloody Grim have. They've gone in, they've come out, they've done a little dance, you know. Are we less than them? Do you think we're any less of a match for them than anything else we've faced?
Exactly. Besides, looks over at the crowd of Oni. They need a leader right now. And you know what? I think this is your time to shine.
It'll all come from each of you. Just a little bit of what I learned. Your leadership, Shizuki. Your charm, Sorren. Your kindness, Anri.
Oh, shucks.
Your wisdom, Kanari. Kai, your
Floofiness.
cuteness? Kind of goes with the charm, right?
Hey, if anybody hears the charming one, it's him, alright?
And now I know your secret. I can't repay you for watching over me all this time, but while I'm away, I will find a way.
Well, and Hinoka's gonna step up. You hopefully are not gonna have to do that alone. I was thinking, if you guys are okay with that, mind if I maybe accompany Ty for a little while? Make sure she's well taken care of, and her people also might be needing an extra.
As far as I'm aware, you were here as long as you wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna go off with Ty, honestly, what I've seen of your fighting skill, it might be in pretty good hands. Just make sure you're not aiming at no oil oozes again.
At least not with other people in the way.
Please.
Though given the might of your magic, it would be quite welcome if we are lacking on the front of offense.
And besides, if more of those Nagikai do show up to hunt you down, better to have someone who specializes in their weakness.
Yeah. Thank you, Hinoka.
And I mean, it does pain me to part ways from you guys. You sound like a fun group. But maybe when things all settle down, I can come back to do some other works with you.
Again, you're acting like we're not going to come and find you.
Well, I'll do my best to put in a good word for them. I understand they're still very wary of, well, not just humans, but all sorts of outsiders. But I'll do my part so they'll listen, and I want to show them the same hope that you all showed me.
And I think at this point is the time for the group hug.
Yeah.
The group hug.
At which point her arms go as wide as they can to.
Yeah.
She just breaks down, hugging who she can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Ty, you got some of your tears on my face. That's not me.
And does anybody speak Infernal?
I do not.
No.
Let me check.
My usual, I hardly speak common answer.
I speak oof.
Yes, I do.
Okay. She will say as much for the people who look a little confused, but you understand right away. She says, "Until we meet again."
Aw.
Okay, Guti, do I know from my studies and from Infernal in general, is that it being Infernal, is there any, like, you know, sort of kind parting words, like, you know,
For
maybe
demons?
walk on warm sands or something, you know, an equivalent to that?
May you burn in the fires!
Right.
May you cull the souls of humans!
Under one, effectively, what I have down here, because it took me a second to find it, it effectively kind of goes towards "neath warmer suns."
Aww.
And I will say
kinda
exactly
cute.
that in horrible guttural black speech.
Nice.
It's
Precisely.
It's a little more refined coming from native outsiders, but but that being said, you all say your farewells after this group hug, and the time comes for everyone to go their separate ways. And we will see where your ways take you next time on Kyonin Legacies.
Yeah. Good shit. Oh, the completion of the character arc. Yes.
Now she has a retainer. Two of them.
Yeah. Two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And a knight.
Hey. All right. Good deal.
Good shit, my guys.
Yeah. All right. For those of you tuning in, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see where things lead next time on Kyonin Legacies.